how often do you recommend either the owner and or manager or somebody from the management company actually visit these properties? Because like you said, a lot of these are scattered sites, small buildings, maybe single family, fourplex, those type of things. And so theoretically, they could go months or years without being visited if the tenants aren't complaining. But do you have a recommendation for frequency to kind of be proactive with that?
Yes, definitely once a year. That really, again, we're in a nice time of the market. We have strong renters. So once a year is very acceptable. And again, we're emailing out twice a year to remind the owner, but we're making sure that we're getting in the property as the property manager once a year. However, we're typically getting in there more than that.
Okay.
And some things, again, that we do on the back end is we're training our maintenance staff to notify us of any kind of housekeeping issues or anything they might see, like, they check the furnace filter every time they're there on any kind of work order.
Okay.
Things that the resident is supposed to be doing, so we get a gauge of, hey, is this happening? Is it not happening?
Yeah.
And from there, during those visits, we also have some of our vendors, like HVAC, we contract out. We have that vendor also trained to be taking pictures of furnace filters. The drain cleaning company, if they end up having to come out and pull a toilet, we have them taking pictures, was there a toy in there? So we've done a lot of training. We have a system and process so that if there is something that we need to follow up with the resident on, we have documentation and a process to do that.
Yeah, that's all very important. Just have whoever's going out there kind of to put on an owner's perspective that, keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's going on at this property.
Absolutely. And then when we send out the request, if the owner would like us to do a what we call preventative walkthrough, we invite them to go with us. And then in speaking with our owners, we love it when they're in the property at least once a year or even every other year. The properties where the owners are walking the property yearly or every other year, they really just function better because we can make a recommendation like, hey, it's time to maybe look at getting bids on painting the outside of the building or the home. But when they see it themselves, it has a lot more impact. And so those properties do generally run just a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I can see from an owner's perspective, they tend to be a little, just worried about that if their property manager might be trying to just spend their money for the sake of spending money.
Right.
So if they can actually be there to see it themselves, that can really help.
Mm-hmm.
Although if they're maybe out-of-state owners, do you have another way to handle that?
Photo documentation is what we're doing. It's so easy nowadays with the technology that we can literally send a photo with just about everything that we're requesting. And same with the residents. A resident calls something in, we often say, can you send us a quick photo? It's seconds. People have the technology now to be able to upload a photo, and the old cliche, a photo is 1,000 words. It really just gives good perspective.
Want to hear more on this topic? Click the link below for the full episode of Maximizing Your Property Value.